Remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. And in this moment, I'm about 45 minutes away from finishing. Just get me to the finish line. Oh, I can't do it. People think, oh, that's so motivational, and then it's just, no, it's not motivation. Just fucking get on with your session, bro. Just train. About just stacked it. I just kicked the machine, had someone looking at me, and I went like this, I went, kicked the machine, about face planted, looked over, he was watching me, and I was like, I mean, good thing you didn't get that on video, that was awfully bad. Shocking. Hello guys, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's doing well. We're in for lower at the #Mecca. I don't think, if I'm honest, there's much that has changed since we last did this session, other than I'm just so much stronger now. In reality, I'm probably weaker, which is a bit weird. But no, all is good. Pretty similar session to how things kind of always been formatted. Starting out with calves. We're doing one set of hamstring curls. I only do 2 sets per week, so it's 1 set of hamstring curls. We then go on to the Cybex squat press, basically just 2 sets to absolutely bury myself. That is lifetime levels of strength. I did 13 plates per side last week. I want 15 plates per side within the next couple of rotations. I don't think I've seen anyone do more than 14 plates per side, so that's the goal. And then we've got a leg extension, single leg split squat, a glute drive and an adductor. So this session is pretty demanding. It's probably my second most demanding session of the week. And because it's at the #Mecca, I mean, what's not to love? But in all seriousness, this session is literally a case of a lot of quad work, tiny bit of hamstring work, and a bit of glute work that's been added from the last time that we filmed. For me personally, everything's all good. We are currently 8 and a bit weeks post-show. Body weight, like 105 kilos. Training the last week or 2 has been fantastic. Really, really, really good. Strength is going up every session. Food's slowly being worked up, but I was saying to Sam before we started filming, probably the worst of this whole gaining phase malarkey. I've actually, since being back in the UK, after having a rate of gain post-holiday that was initially expected, getting back into routine, I've actually dropped weight. So clearly more food's needed. But all in all, as long as performance is going up, which it is, everything's all good. So yeah, we'll take you through this session. Finn's already here. Admittedly, I was a tiny bit late. I haven't really got these timings nailed getting to the gym. Because basically Finn, he's in the trenches, training a little bit earlier. So we said to train about 1:15, 1:30. I pretty much got here about 20 to 2, so it's my fault. So I'm a little bit behind, but we'll most likely do maybe a few bits together, maybe. If not, sound, is what it is. I mean, it's not my problem, he's prepping, I'm sound. So yeah, all is good, all is good. Starting off with calves, waiting for some dude to finish up the calves, and then, like I said, we'll get started. So yeah, we'll take you through it. Enjoy. Right, so Finn actually said on the last podcast, we got asked, swap something about each other. And I can't remember entirely what I said about Finn. Nothing physical, he's natty. Wouldn't want anything like that. But for Finn, he said my calves. And I actually, I can't remember who mentioned it, but I think me and Jack Eagles need to have a calf off. Because I actually think, I personally say, his calves are bigger than mine, but my calves are better shaped. It's probably the only thing I'm better shaped at than Jack. Everything else, he shits all over me. But basically, me and Jack, Sam, who do you reckon calf-wise? I reckon condition and shape, size and girth, Eagles. I don't know. I'm calling Jack out. 1v1 me calf, bro. That's the only thing. We've already 1v1'd, he beat me, so can't do anything else. Ab work, something that a lot of people neglect, myself included. My abs genetically aren't the best. But at the same time, if I look at the overall workload that I do for my abs, especially in previous phases, just isn't sufficient. It isn't enough. If we compare the amount of workload that most people do for their abs and core in comparison to their delts, their arms, their legs, their chest, whatever, you most likely will notice that there's a far amount lesser total workload for core work. It's boring. You get it, you tag it on at the end of a session. So I start off all my sessions now with abs and core work. On leg days, 5 sets. I do something to pretty much promote as much spinal flexion as possible. So we've got a cable ab crunch, and then I do pretty much the ab coaster, which they only have at the hashtag Mecca, very good. Ab coaster, and this is just so ideally I can keep the quality of workload regarding my ab work as high as possible. And because at the start of the session, I have to get it done, I can't slack. So assess, look at your abs. They're not a strong body part, and this is something like that a lot of people neglect upon, and it shows on stage. A good set of abs is a game changer to a physique. And next time I compete, I want a good set of abs. So do your ab work. Right, so seated hamstring curl. As mentioned in the start of the video, only 1 set on this. Based on my physique, my hamstrings are way more dominant than my quads. I connect really well with them. And I've always connected very well with my hamstrings. So just 1 total set on this session. Most likely we'll be probably looking to alternate to either one of the lying or potentially the single leg for this session. I'm doing a single leg on my other day, like standing single leg, and it feels very good internally, but more so just from a execution standpoint relative to loading potential. On this, I've already got 35 kilos added to the stack. Weirdly enough, my hamstrings are like relatively strong, and that's with a hold in the shortened. So what I'm going to most likely do is probably get this up to like 40 kg, so 2 plates added to the stack. Ideally for like a set of 10 with a nice pause in the lengthen, that would be good. And then I'll probably look to sub this out, which wouldn't be a bad thing. I do get on with a seated hand, but it's just like long-term potential of progressive overload. I'm basically just too strong. My hamstrings are too strong. That's the issue, but it legitimately is. Like the runway for progression on a seated hand isn't really that long for me personally. But it's one of this. We can alternate to a standing single leg, or I could do this single leg, but I personally would probably prefer to do an actual single leg. So yeah, just 1 total working set for hamstrings, and that's literally the bulk majority of the hamstring work this session. I say bulk, the only bit of hamstring work. Gym pin acquired. Reece Fit 10, this isn't a proper gym pin, but Reece Fit 10 does work at gym pin. But I don't even have a gym pin, so I don't know what's gym pin. Ben? I think it's Ben Gym Pin Ben. Gym Pin Ben, hook me up, come on. Got like 100k followers, bro. Give me a lot at the start. Oh, okay. Go on then. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yep. And again. Oh, lovely. Sound. Slipping, I was like, oh no, I've got no grip. Sound. Ooh. Lovely. Right, so onto the leg press. Saturday squat press, the best leg press there is. Like, in my opinion, for me personally, I get the best connection, internal feel, progressive tendency, everything is just fantastic. First set of the only set of the hamstring curl, 40 kg, 7 reps and 1, completed bro, completed. Now I'll get that for a set of 10. It was a little bit of an audacious jump. I've been pretty aggressive with loading, but every week that was 5 kg up, and an additional rep gained if we're counting an assisted rep. So last week it was just 7 reps on 35. This week, 7 and 1 on 40, which is sound. Execution was good. I was happy with it. Could tell it's heavy, it's getting to that point. Like I said, get that for a set of 10, and then I won't really be able to add much more weight onto the stack. And to be fair, like once it gets past like 40-ish kilos, it will just start to feel, I could tell that was feeling a bit more sticky. So that's the only bit of hamstring work done. We're now into the Cybex squat press as mentioned. See how the warms feel, but either way, I'm going to be progressive from last week. So yeah, all good, all good. I thought I did 13 plates last week. So I was like, yeah, 13 and a half, a little bit up. I did 13 and a half last week, so I guess it's 14 this week, which I didn't really have in my head. I thought that'd be next week, but here we are. I did 13 and a half last week. Check the video, 13 and a half. So 14 plates. First time in quite a long while. I think first time ever actually. I've done around this, but definitely not this body weight. So lifetime PR, bodyweight PR. No missing. Three, 2, 1. Yeah, easy.
Come on.
Oh!
Yes, good. Come on.
Oh!
Come on. Let's go. Yes, good. Come on.
Oh! 1. Stay fucking close. Oh, lovely. Oh.
Needed it.
I would have got killed. I reckon I probably had a little bit. I reckon we could have done it.
I could have done maybe that much, but you would have died.
So. Woo. Who jumped in? Finn?
Huh?
Finn?
Yeah.
So I didn't even notice. I was like, yeah.
You're like, stay fucking with me.
Oh. What was it? 7 and 1?
Big count.
Need a quick revive. Someone needs to hold X to revive. Oh. Battered. Nothing quite like a leg press.
Let's go. Come on.
Oh.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
Oh.
Come on. Let's go. Yeah. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, lovely. Come on. All the way.
Fuck off.
I'm so sorry. That was no way. I tried.
There's nothing. I got to that halfway point, I was like, there's fuck all there.
I'm sorry.
Sam, you should search Family Guy. Have you seen like the Family Guy death pose? Like there's a photo of Peter and he's like, that's what I need to do after a start. I think that was 27 reps.
Not 30 though, so you failed.
Huh? Okay, 3 more, here we go. I did sets of 10, I did 2 sets of 10.
Is this how you're going to speak to the camera?
Yeah, 2 sets of 10, then like a set of 3, and then a double, and then a single and another single. That was brutal, that was horrible. I haven't done a high rep set in a long while. I'm slightly annoyed. You get past 25, you don't get 30, what the fuck, bro?
Just don't get me to spot next time.
It wasn't that. That was good fun. So 2 sets there of the pivot leg press. I'm battered. Absolutely battered. That was 14 plates for 7 and 1, which was half plate up per side, reps matched, which was really good. Felt pretty good, like felt really good, like 15 will be there soon. And then 8 plates for 30, no, 27, I wanted 30, didn't get it. I was, in my off season, like, it's one of the reasons why I do cardio, I always like to do like a high rep leg press when it feels good. And I haven't done anything above 20 reps. So just to prime my CNS, get myself prepared for some high rep sets. It's challenging, it's fun. It's one of those where we live in a world nowadays, I could probably make this a reel, but like we live in a world where everything has to be absolutely like immaculate when it comes to intent, execution, the rationale between rep ranges. In the basic way, in the most basic way possible, when you're training, it's just intensity and effort that should progressively be getting better, whether that's load or repetitions in time. And when it comes to a leg press, just fucking get after it and train hard. Like I did an 8 repper or 7 repper and a 27 repper. Wow, I didn't hit a 8 to 12 rep range. So what? It was 2 sets that took absolutely everything out of me. And as a result, my legs are probably gonna grow because next time I do 8 plates, I'm gonna get 30 reps. The next time I do 14 plates, I'm gonna get more than 7 reps. And that's gonna lead to progression. So 2 very, very good sets, high quality sets, and they're fun, I enjoy them. So that's that done. To be fair, I feel like the session could be done now. I'm absolutely battered, but the session's not done. I've got work to do. So time to find my minerals, ask myself what do I want out of it, and train, because that's why I'm in the gym, believe it or not. I actually want to be here, so yeah, surprise. Anyway, leg extension after the split squat. Let's get it. Lovely. 99 balance, prime Zinedine Zidane vibes from me. I've always got very annoyed at my inability to do a split squat, so I used to always hold on to something, aka Sanaya or Finn, preferably Finn. But I've decided to bite the bullet and not hold on to anything, be my own man. So 2 sets here. Admittedly, I'm doing the 60 kilo dumbbell. It's a bit of a ball ache getting into it and it's pretty big. So I probably will look to 2 dumbbells, but again, my balance still isn't the best, but it's better. It's a work in progress. And if I actually use any of my university degree, some proprioceptive work of the ankle and general mobility and stabilisation, so probably not going to be a bad thing if I was to retake something sports and performance-wise later in life. Who am I kidding? I'm not very good at anything. I'm a very average bodybuilder at this point, just a social media bodybuilder, that's all I am. So yeah, life's good. Feel great. What a session this is. God, that's awful. Made everyone just depressed to click off the video. Right, so prime leg extension. The reason why we're using the prime is because we can manipulate the resistance profile, and it's prime, so every bit of prime kit is just the best, confirmed. No, to be fair, it's a very good leg extension. If I was to judge, rank, do a tier list, because so many people would care if I did a tier list of leg extensions, but if I did a tier list of leg extensions, this would be like S tier or whatever the top tier is nowadays. I'm so out of sync, too old for stuff like that. So pretty much manipulating the resistance profile to a little bit more in that kind of beginning to mid-range. The quads at this point of the session are going to be pretty fried. So my ability to get them fully short and contracted is not going to be present as much as it would be at the start. So therefore, we're making it harder in that kind of beginning point, and it's going to have a nice drop off in the shortened range. This is the one joy of prime kit, especially if you know where to load it appropriately in the session. The problem is, a lot of people just jump on it, they don't really know. Every week it's something different, and it's quite hard to gauge true progression. So yeah, loading in the lengthen range here, or lengthen to kind of mid-range. I feel like if it's just in the lengthen range, it can be very heavy and that initial change of direction, which was strong there, but also it just doesn't internally for me feel good. So give it a go if you have access to the prime pin loaded. You can get the same resistance profile, relatively similar on the plate loaded. But yeah, 2 sets here. The main intention here is get the most out of these 2 sets. I've already had my heavy loading exercises, and yeah, this is where I'm chasing progressive overload, but I'm wanting progressive overload matched with the most amount of internal feel. Anybody can stack a leg extension. Are you stacking it with good form, execution, getting the most out of your quads? That's what you need to be asking yourself. Horrible, horrible. Remember, tough times don't last, tough people do. And in this moment, I'm about 45 minutes away from finishing. Just get me to the finish line. I can't do it. Put that in the background and then put some like black and white video of me like leg pressing. That would be good. Like to hear that. Yeah, but don't get this bit. That's for the real. Get me speaking like that. Then get me leg pressing, and then you should like go bzzz, and then me just taking the piss out of what I said. That'd be quite funny. People think, oh, that's so motivational, and then it's just no, it's not motivation. Just fucking get on with your session, bro. Just train. That's my quads done. Quad work done. Got nothing left. 2 more sets, 3 more sets to the session for lower. 1 set booty builder, 2 sets adductor, and then a bit of abs because my abs are shit. I've already said so, my abs aren't the best. Oh, fuck, you know. One set there. I take a fair few partials just because it's one set. My glutes after the split squat, leg press, and also the fact that I do a bent over row tomorrow, and I also do a deadlift on Friday, so it's only 3 days from now. 3 sleeps time. Yeah, that's the JP quote, 3 sleeps time. So just one set here. Partials in that lengthen to mid-range wants the ability to get my glutes like fully short and my hips can't fully extend. I look at it and I think, like, for example, a movement like this, the range of motion really doesn't have to be too great. A lot of people, especially females, unfortunately, they overemphasize range of motion on a glute focused movement. And in reality, like, if you actually look through the profile of the glutes, you want to keep tension on them. Coming all the way down, like, the range of motion is just, it's not going to be more effective. If anything, it's going to be less effective, and it's going to result in more stress being placed on areas you don't want to be placed upon. So range of motion is intentionally not minimized, but just effective for the glutes. And like I said, once that ability to fully extend the hips is gone, take some pretty much reps in the lengthen to mid-range. So yeah, one set there. We now go into 2 sets of the adductor, bit of abs. That's that. I'm absolutely smoked. This is tragic, tragic. More abs. This is the best. This and the Nautilus ab crunch, best ab machines there is. This will be in the Once You're In, You In gym, or Fire gym. F-I, Finn, R-E, Reece, Fire. We thought of that last year in Ireland when we were on a walk with Jack Buff. I don't know why we just talked about gym, we were like, Fire gym. So yeah, I don't know if Jack can remember. I don't even think Jack even watches the videos, but me and Finn went to Jack Buff's house in Ireland, or Northern Ireland, I think Northern Ireland. So yeah, Fire gym, Once You're In, You In gym. Just gonna have this, the Atlantis ab coaster, and the Nautilus ab crunch. So if you want to get good abs, Fire gym, coming soon. Right guys, so that is the video. That is lower at the hashtag Mecca. Very good session, really, really good session. Every week, these sessions are getting better, which is as expected at this point. Currently into my gaining phase. Like I said, food's been slowly worked up. Blood work was done, it's supposed to be done last week, but they cancelled on me the day before. So blood work was done yesterday. I think you might be able to see just a slight incision here. So we'll await the results. I got an email saying that Medichecks have pretty much got the blood. So I'll be knowing just the damage of the prep. In reality, it was my second prep. Things really weren't pushed that hard. It was men's physique for the vast majority, which is the positives of doing men's physique. But now it's actually time to be a bodybuilder and technically push a little bit harder, I guess. So yeah, health. Probably shouldn't say that as sarcastic as I do. Health is wealth. Health is priority. Either way, everything's all good. Training was really good today. Everything's progressed. And that pretty much has concluded the lower video. So I'm not too sure when we're next going to be in, but I think if I'm not mistaken, that's wrapped up every session of my new training split. However, I have a slight change to my training split, which I'm going to cover in my current update reel, because I've added in a arm/top update on my Monday, pretty much on Monday. So now I'm training at 5 times per week, but it's going to pretty much result in my overall weekly workload being at a slightly higher total quality. And basically it's just been a case of my volume's been bumped up, and instead of doing 4 sessions per week, I'm now back to 5 times per week, but one of the sessions is a bit of a top update. So I'm guessing that might be the next time that I get Sam to video, because that'd be quite a good video to go through, because it's literally just a bit of a pump day, but it means the quality of the week can stay a bit higher. So a few slight tweaks and changes have been in as recovery capabilities have got higher, and then likewise as supplements will be worked up when appropriate based on blood work. Get your bloods done, guys. So yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed. As always, thanks for the story tags, thanks for everyone who supported the grind recently, and then yeah, here's to the next video. Anyway, leave it there. Catch you guys on the next episode. See you later.